Now on Toledo News this morning, EcoFest, how an event happening today aims to help you create a cleaner planet for future generations. Plus, the Human Library, how the city and Toledo-Lucas County Public Library hope to bring our community together. And Distracted Driving Awareness Month, how ProMedica is marking the occasion. Good Saturday morning, my name is Jaden Jefferson and welcome to Toledo News this morning. Happening today, an event that aims to help you live a greener lifestyle. The Toledo-Lucas County Sustainability Commission has announced that EcoFest Toledo is returning after a 2-year hiatus. The day-long event celebrates all things sustainability and offers residents the opportunity to learn about easy steps they can take to have a greener, healthier lifestyle and planet. The event will take place from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Handmade Toledo, located on Adams Street in Toledo. EcoFest is free and will feature sustainability workshops, eco-vendors, nonprofits with information and volunteer opportunities, children's activities, food trucks, and live music. Now taking a look at traffic, lane restrictions are in place on State Route 2 between State Route 358 and the State Route 163-53 interchange in Port Clinton through October. The City of Toledo's Parks and Recreation Youth Advisory Board is now accepting applications from teens 14 to 18 through April 29th. The board is comprised of 12 to 18 students who will help with decision-making regarding various aspects of the city park system. Some functions of the Youth Advisory Board include engaging with Park and Recreation Department staff to build a system that is inclusive to Toledo's youth, as well as implementing community projects to help address their needs. Their group will meet monthly and members serve for 2 years. They are selected to serve as officers and lead board meetings. To learn more, visit jadenreports.medium.com. The City of Toledo has announced who will take the position as its new Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. During a press conference Wednesday morning, Toledo Mayor Wade Kapsakavage announced that Lacey DeBerry, who comes to Toledo from Greensboro, North Carolina, would be leading the charge and creating productive relationships between the city and community. A human resources consultant since 2007, he brings with him 25 years of experience in government, human resources, and education. DeBerry graduated from Winston-Salem State University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, with a Bachelor of Science degree in Urban Affairs. In 2020, he graduated from the University of North Carolina School of Government, Chapel Hill. ProMedica is taking the opportunity to recognize Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Throughout the month, various activities will be held to educate the community on the #1 killer of teens in the United States, preventable car crashes. Families can get information on distracted driving throughout the month on the Rollin' Smart Facebook and Instagram pages. Then on April 25th, teens can visit participating Dunkin' locations to receive a free donut with a reminder not to drive distracted. They must show their student ID to participate. A list of the participating locations is available now at jadenreports.medium.com. Additionally, there will be an interactive booth at the ProMedica Toledo Hospital Cafe on April 11th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Informational brochures and a distracted driving simulator will be available. Happening today, Songfest, an event where University of Toledo students compete through song and dance to support a worthy cause. The event has been a tradition at the university since 1937, providing a way for students to give back to the surrounding community. Songfest kicks off at 5 p.m. at Savage Arena. All proceeds benefit the Toledo Public Schools Foundation. I think it's safe to say that opening day for the Toledo Mudhens was a success. Local bars and restaurants outside the stadium benefited heavily from large crowds, while patrons danced the night away to music provided by 2 area DJs. And to top off what was already a momentous day in the Glass City, the Hens won their game against Rochester 5-0. Here's a preview of this week's Community Focus.
But unfortunately, around the $83 million of one-time gift of money that we received from the Biden administration, I've yet to see an opportunity for stakeholders to weigh in on where they would like to see that $83 million spent.
My full conversation with State Representative Lisa Sabecki, a candidate for the Lucas County Board of Commissioners, airs Sunday at 11 a.m. right here on YouTube. Happening this weekend, we have the Human Library at the main library in downtown Toledo. So give people a preview of what they can expect.
Sure. So the Human Library is a little bit what it sounds like. It's where books are real people and readers get to check them out to hear about their stories. So they can learn a little bit more about some shared experiences, different perspectives, be able to challenge their own personal bias and stereotypes and prejudice through a personal conversation.
Who's invited?
Sure, the entire community is invited. That's the one thing that we love about this event is that it's good for all ages. We love to see families and have a little bit of an intergenerational conversation because this is truly about us all opening our eyes, no matter what age we are, to new perspectives and new ideas.
Why would you say something like this is important, especially in the time that we're living in right now?
Sure, absolutely. It's truly an opportunity for us to challenge ourselves and ask some difficult questions that perhaps we wouldn't normally do. It really forces us to get out of our comfort zone. We live in sometimes a world that honestly, due to COVID, we've been so much separated and so much apart. And we've also just seen a lot of division across the world. And so this is an opportunity for us to perhaps have some conversations with some folks we might not normally have conversations with, and just be able to recognize that we probably have a whole lot more in common than we do different.
Of course, this is an event that's happening just in the afternoon. It's one event. So how can the community get involved in future events or anything that's coming up?
Sure. So this is a great event that's being put on by several institutions. The Toledo-Lucas County Public Library. We are doing tons of events with our various other organizations in the next several weeks. And we do invite you all to check out our Big Idea website. It's the ToledoLibrary.org/Big Idea. And you'll see all of our events coming up, not only this month, but next month, that are put on by our inclusion work groups. In terms of the Human Relations Commission, we have several events coming up in the next couple of weeks, specifically that are going to be about continuing these thought processes of building and breaking barriers. And I definitely encourage you to check out their website. In addition, we do just want you to open your mind to everything that we have going on. Later on this month, Owens Community College will be putting on the Big Read, and they will be culminating that with not only several events, including a job fair for volunteer opportunities to give back to the community, but also a keynote speaker and author, Saeed Jones.
And how has the community responded to these events and seeing all the progress that's being made here locally?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. We've had overwhelming amount of attention and just desire and seeing that people really want to be able to learn more, to increase their own personal awareness. People are coming out and recognizing they have a personal responsibility to do their part in bringing the whole community together. So it's really exciting. Serving as the Director of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion for the library, we understand the importance of obviously books, but also how stories can connect people. And so we want people to come out and get connected through those personal stories and also share their stories, because this isn't just a one-sided conversation. It's a true dialogue going back and forth so that we not only are human books, but our human readers can also learn moving away from this event.
You bring up a great point. This is about stories, and to read a story is to listen. So how can people get involved, and when and where will the event be held today?
Sure. So the event will be this Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. at the main library. And we just want people to really recognize that just like books, you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge a human just simply by how they look or how they dress or what job they have. You have to dig deeper. You have to peel back that surface. And so that's what we want to do, is we want people to have open minds, open hearts, and open ears this Saturday at the Human Library.
Well, I know I'm looking forward to it and seeing this event happen. Erin Baker, Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Toledo-Lucas County Public Library. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great day. This season was an exciting one for members of the University of Toledo women's basketball team. I had a chance to sit down with head coach Trisha Cullop to discuss her anticipation for next season and memories from this season.
Our coaching was easy because we could just do our job. We weren't worrying about extracurricular things. This group was very focused. They're wonderful teammates, and they really applied what we were teaching them so that every week we got better instead of spending time on the same thing over and over again.
My thanks to Coach Cullop. That's all for the news this morning. Have a great Saturday.